Y'all, I hate going out with boys who ain't never had to best spend money on them. Like, they be like, oh my God, for real? You really finna buy that? It's $60. You ain't never got this from my...
I crashed out so hard, my heart failed.
I don't know what man needs to know and understand this, but you will always be number 4 on the list if you are going on a date with a woman that you barely know. And you are competing against the other men that she has in her life. Let me explain. First is the guy that she really wants, that she likes the most, that is the number 1 on her list. Like if he called her up tomorrow, she would drop everything for this guy. The only reason that she is not with this guy is because he will not commit to her. He will not commit to her because he's player. He's out of her league. He's playing games with her, but that is the one that she wants the most. Number 2, the second one on the list is her situationship. This is the guy that she is emotionally invested in and probably has talked to for a very long period of time, hung out with a couple of times, is on the fence about, he really likes her, and they go back and forth like a ping pong ball, and she's playing around and she's playing games, but she can't give up that situationship because she's still emotionally invested in this man. The third one is typically her guy best friend that if he is single and she is single, she's always going to keep him as an option, which is why when she tells you he's not the guy that you should worry about, you should absolutely worry about him. Because the only other reason that he's not dating her is because he doesn't want to mess up the friendship. But that does not mean that he's not sleeping with her or has not slept with her in the past or wants to sleep with her. So, if you are on a date with a woman, just know that she likely has other men in mind. The only exception to this rule is if you know her personally, you know her history, you've taken time to get to know her, and you know her either through work and you know her story enough to know where you are in the big scheme of things. I don't make the freaking rules. I'm just telling you that the majority of women that you go on a date with, you are not their first choice. And likely she has chosen to go on a date with you because 1, you've either somehow managed to be funny enough for her to give you a chance, or 2, it's because those 3 men want nothing to do with her. So you are going to be like the gap filler in a relationship or in the time frame that she needs you to be until one of the 3 come back. Now, are there plenty of women out there that have no one? Absolutely. But the reality is, like I've always said, no woman is truly ever single. She's always going to be talking to someone. If she's not talking to him, there is always someone on the back burner. It could be a guy from 3 years ago that randomly hits her up one day and you're there and you guys are kind of dating and he comes back into the picture and all of a sudden she's ghosting you. Yeah, it is because that guy, that situationship, or that first guy that she thought was out of her league is finally giving her attention or wants to go on a date with her, so she's going to drop you in a heartbeat. I know this is a harsh reality, but I'm just letting you guys know the tea so you can protect yourself long term or make the right choice and vet women better. You need to get to know them, stop rushing into things, get to know her situation before you drop everything in your life for this woman because she's likely not dropping everything for you. Okay, bye.
This is pretty much it for a lot of modern women. They are irresponsible. They move like they're single in a variety of different situations. And the faster a man realizes that, the quicker he can save himself.
How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
28.
Damn, you hit it right on the spot.
Are you single?
I am.
Let's say you and I go on a first date. We hit it off. It's amazing. What happens next?
You tell me.
Are you gonna text?
Now you tell me what happened next.
So you're gonna expect me to text you and set up the next one?
What do you expect?
It's not about me. It's about you.
What you mean? It's an interview between both you and I, right?
Well, I'm the interviewer and you're the interviewee.
Nah, because I could be the interviewer too, though.
Where's your mic?
Why not?
Where's your mic at?
Why not?
You have a mic?
Why not? Because if I don't ask your questions, you're not gonna post it, right?
Not necessarily.
Exactly. So why not answer my question?
Because I'm curious about how you think. not about me.
So you answer your own question. What was your question again?
What happens after the first date if it goes well with a guy?
I expect the guy to hear me back up because men are hunters, not women. Women are not hunters.
So what would you say women are?
What else do you expect? Women are women.
Women get mad if you ask for a DNA test.
I've never seen a person rocking real jewelry get mad at a diamond tester. That's quite literally the exact same thing.
I met a bird from TikTok and I blocked her after the second date. And this is what happens. You tell me if you think I'm in the wrong. So we got talking through TikTok, then swapped numbers and all that carry on, right? And then we met up on the Tuesday for a little walk and a fishing ship date, casual one. Then on the Thursday we met up. I said, let's do something a bit proper. I'll book mini golf. I'll pick you up, put some jeans on, make a bit of effort. We'll do that. So we did that. And then on the Friday, she had a busy day at work apparently, so I didn't really get a message from her. Got a couple of responses, nothing major. So I thought, all right, you're at work, benefit of the doubt. And then on the Saturday, I messaged her. But what she let slip on the date on the Thursday is that she needed a babysitter for Saturday night. So what I did is I just blocked her. I removed her off social media. Well, actually, I unfollowed her. She's still following me on Insta and this and that and blah, blah, blah. So I think I made the right move. Anyway, let me know what you think. Was I a bit hasty? Would you have done the same?
Not only would I do the same, I have done the same thing. Not necessarily going as far as blocking that particular person because she didn't take it that far. But I did see her on one app. And I was like, oh, okay, what's up? Right. And I was like, man, I've never seen this person on this specific app. That's really crazy. And we were of the same faith, basically. I was just like, man, if we are the same faith, then I would have expected to see this person over here. So I went back, checked on that app, and I was like, oh, there she is. So I guess she had been floating around on these other dating apps. And then I went and looked, and she had a lot more information about her life and her background and stuff like that. And I think she actually at that point in time had become a newer member of the other website that I expected her to see her on. And so I went through her profile on the website and I compared that to what I saw on the dating app. And I was like, she's leaving out some stuff. And I just quit responding, basically, I think is what it was. Or I think I hit her up once or something like that. And we started talking, maybe 2 or 3 messages. And then that was pretty much it. I think basically just because of the fact that she had a kid and that's not what I was looking for. I mean, if that's what you're looking for, fine. I've talked about it on the channel. I mean, you need to do your due diligence as a man. But I just didn't, and I'll say it again, I just didn't want to jump straight into fatherhood. I wanted to actually enjoy my relationship before having kids or whatever and whatnot. So that's essentially what it was. And I think she caught it. I didn't even say it. I didn't even hint at it. But I did think that she caught on, oh, wait a minute. He sees that I have a child, because I think she actually sent me a message or something like that on the website. And I was like, why would you leave out that you have children? You know what I mean? Like, why would you leave that out? So had to just let it fizzle out. Just let it die out. I didn't block her. Just let it die out, and went that way.
Now, because I'm the person I am, I'm about to take this whole cooking with Kaya thing and make it an entire think piece to show you how absolutely useless and baseless the women empowerment movement, feminist girls, that whole thing really is. Women are saying men are so easy. She just shaking her butt and cooking and look at them. Yes, they are that simple and easy. They've been saying since I don't even know the beginning of original conception of social media. And if you've ever talked to them in public, looking good, looking sexy, and cooking a meal can get you a long way, especially if you're a beautiful woman. Now to this, women have responded. We don't shake our butt on the internet for men. We do it for us. Men, stop judging us by our ability to twerk and shake our butt. That doesn't define us. This is what women were arguing and saying. Now, the truth of the matter is, butts, twerking, men have very been obvious about their love of women's bodies. Women know this and have absolutely used it to get the attention of men. But they have to pretend as if they don't do it for the attention of men, right? But we see how they really feel when somebody like Cooking with Kaya comes out. Because what's the first thing everyone says, especially women? Oh, it's plenty of women that cook, but men are only looking at her because she's shaking her butt. Why? Because y'all know it gets men attention, but y'all can't admit that until somebody y'all don't like or somebody who's getting too much attention from men in the wrong reasons. That's what y'all, get upset about. Because if she was saying, F these, I love to cook, I never cook for it, and shake it hard, y'all be like, go sis, shake it harder. Now, everyone's confused. Why is Cooking with Kaya getting this much of a reaction out of men where they're like really going like hard for her? It's a drought. See, the shaking and the sexy fits used to be something to draw men in. Then they saw you could cook or even willing to cook. And then there are a myriad of characteristics that would make a man kind of individual to each person, why they would really like you past that. But y'all don't really want to believe that for a lot of men, that's simple enough to get them in. You look good, look sexy, because who ain't twerking on and showing their body on the internet now? You got to adjust for inflation. You have to, okay? Who made that possible? Who made that true? Women. Who pushed that narrative? Who told men to accept that women should be able to show their bodies, twerk, and do all of these things and not affect who they are as a person or their wifey material? So why are there women in my comments calling her an SLUT? Women don't want to admit y'all are the patriarchy, y'all are the misogynists that y'all hate. Because it's such a drought right now of men even feeling like their girlfriends are willing to cook for them. So instead of you saying you feeling that insecurity and you feeling that anger and being like, dang, she probably could come and take my man. Let me get my butt in the kitchen. Big ups to the women who was tagging Kaya like cooking with her. Let's battle. Because that's cute. If you're going to get that insecurity and you want to make it a competition, go for it. Like, nah, I could too. But to resort to name calling, then name calling men, then name calling her just goes to show and expose some really obvious huge holes in women's arguments.
That's what modern women do, though. They get to name calling men, women, the cat, the dog, any type of person, place, thing, pet that's in the way. They gonna have something to say about it because that person is not giving them the same attention that they used to be getting. Somebody in the comments said, instead of learning, they hate. And another dude said, it's her happiness towards her followers. I really love that point because a lot of modern women show contempt and it's not just I don't like you to men. It's I despise you towards men. And men are like, dang, why would I be over here buying you stuff and taking you out if you don't like me? And modern women act like they still don't get that.
A lot of girls want provider men, but I think you should go for a man that is inspired by you. Because there's a gazillion men out there that can provide for you, but there's probably one out there that will be so inspired by you, that be so in awe with you, that he would go to the ends of the earth to build a legacy for you. Trust me, it's more fulfilling to be in a relationship with someone who admires you so much that they will build for you than being with someone who just pays for you. There's a difference.
And it's unfortunate because not many women get with guys like they only look for a certain part of a guy. They only look for he's willing to pay the bills, so that's about all I need. And then they end up with a dude that just pays the bills. That's it. You don't really know what his character's like. And then you're upset years later and you want to divorce him.
So the I can't pay the rent this month 50-50 version is happening right now. And I'm going to tell you the problem with it. The problem is not that these couples are 50-50. I understand. Times are hard. People got to pay bills together because, the math ain't mathin' right. Things are very expensive. Problem with the 50-50 version is the reaction from the men. For the most part, the men in the 50-50 version either don't have a solution to the problem and they're like looking at their partner like, what do you expect me to do about it? And they just seem disinterested in their partner as a whole. Not asking her, hey, is everything okay? Like, what's going on? We can get through this together, whatever. While on the other hand, the couples who have the partner that, you know, pays the bills, or at least pays, you know, the rent or the mortgage, they're sitting there chilling like, I love you. And you can kind of tell in their response, like, even if we had to pay rent together or the mortgage together, that's not your burden to bear alone. That is the difference.
Just a bunch of foolishness, to be honest with you, and another way to gaslight men into feeling bad for something that somebody put a camera in somebody else's face and asked them a question and wanted their reaction for it. Really? Oh, it's not about this, it's about that. It's not about marshmallows, it's about the chocolate. It's about the chocolate. What? Exactly. What are you talking about? Is exactly what men are talking about. Well, the problem with I can't pay rent for 50-50 couples. Now, it's not a problem for the man who pays all the bills, but for the guy that's in 50-50, it's not a how are we solving this together? It's a that seems like your problem. I wonder, and just go with me here on this. I wonder if whenever the car breaks down, she walks in, throws the keys on the counter, and she's like, car's not working. And then goes and lays down. And he has to go out there and sometimes spend all night trying to fix the car so she can go to work or find a possible solution. Is she out there all night with tools and things of that nature? No, she's not. Even if he doesn't have to fix the car, it's his responsibility to go and take that car and make sure it's fixed, because that's boy stuff. That's stuff that you need to handle and you need to take care of. All of a sudden, at that point in time, it's not our problem. If the man walks in and says, hey, I'm hungry, and she's already eaten and she's tired or whatever it is from that day, then, and let's go a step further. He takes the phone and starts recording in her face. Then all of a sudden in the comments, it's like, why can't he go in there and make a sandwich? Why is that her problem? Men of today are too entitled. I'm not your maid. You need to go in there and do what you need to do. You're a grown man, yada, yada, yada. But somehow, when the man in this situation doesn't immediately in the situation where you're recording him, react like you want him to react, then it's a problem. That's funny.
Hey guys, come spend the day with me as a girl who works every day for a living.
Women be so dramatic, man. Some people in the comments talking about I hollered only because I'm the same. Somebody said, I was debating, is it appropriate to cry before or after work or both? I don't want to look crazy. Somebody else said 10 out of 10 short story, very relatable. It's just work, man.
And I was like, I was like, when I first started really being around men, I was like, but then when I got older and I realized they're homosocials, not homosexuals. When I really opened my mind, I was like, it gets them going. They want a few girls, they do, but community, they like to be in community with men. That's why I think former President Trump won, because homosocials put him on the top. They put him on the top. They want it to be where they can be in community with men, from boardrooms to bathrooms and golfing, and they need those clubs where it could just only be men. I don't really, fault them for that. Do your thing, but I just don't want them to try to only be with men and then control us too. Are y'all picking up?
I feel like modern women have gotten into this mode of labeling everything. He's a narcissist. He's misogynistic. He's sassy. He's this, he's that. And it all usually has to do with what a man did or did not do for them. Like if a man is doing something for them, then he's all of the great things, green flag. But if he should so much as disagree with her food choice of lunch for the day, I decided to go to McDonald's. Whoops, McDonald's is bad for you. You what? You're sassy for telling me, for trying to keep touch on my nutrition and, watching women's bodies? No, I was just telling you a proven fact. That's a fact that it's not good for you. How do you know my situation? Label him narcissist. Okay.
I'm so tired of hearing that I have to change my type in order to get what I want. Like, I hate hearing it. Like, I hate hearing that people are always like, oh, well, if you want to get settled down, you want to get married by like 23, 24, you need to date a white, like, you know what I mean? Like, why do I want to keep hearing that? Mind you, it just gives like I'm settling. Like, I do not like hearing that I have to change my type because I feel like there's a black man out there who wants me. Like, I don't care what nobody says. Like, I just don't like hearing that I need to change my type, or if I want to go out on a date and get flowers, I need to date someone else than a black man. And normally they're all targeted towards black men. Like, what is the tea with that? Like, I've never heard nothing wrong with no other races, but all of a sudden once you get to black, it's all terrible. Like, you know, every black man cheat, like, no. I hate hearing all black men cheat, all black men are worse. Now, to be fair, y'all are proving the statistics right, no shade, but I'm not the type of person to sit there and be like, okay, well, all black men do this, let me go change my type to a white man or like an Indian. Like, and it's no shade to other races or whatever. It's just like, I'm tired of hearing I have to change my type in order to get what I want. Like, I feel like there's a black man out there who would want to take me on a date, you know what I mean, who want to give me flowers, who want to be in a committed relationship. Like, I don't think I have to go and date outside my race, because now I feel like I'm settling. Like, if it's my type, then it's my type for a reason. Now, granted, I don't date no drug dealers or nothing like that, but like, I can't get a cool little 95 little, you know what I'm saying, that is also of color. Like, stop telling me I need to date outside my race. Like, I hate hearing that.
So it's not necessarily black men. I think when people say, and I hope that's what they mean, I think when they say you need to change your type, it's a certain type of person, not a certain race, not a certain ethnicity of person that you're dating. I think that's what they mean. So if you continue running into dudes with no integrity, just want to play around, not really take things seriously, then you probably need to change your type.
So I came across this. Woman thanks her man for sticking by her through some major ups and downs in their relationship. Let's check out these ups and downs, shall we? When I cheated, you stayed. When I had a baby on you, you took care of me. When I left you when you was at your lowest, you took me back when you came up. Wait. When I got married and told you that we could still date in private, you agreed. She goes on to say, baby, the day that you told me you would rather have some of me than to not have me at all, you made me realize what unconditional love is. You love me genuinely, and through all I put you through, you still choose me. You're the true definition of a king. I love the way you love me. This man is simping on a Hall of Fame level. This should be studied in a class of simpology. Simpology, the study of simps. And there's a lot of people fighting for the award this year of Simp of the Year. But this guy might be the leading candidate now, okay? Let me tell you something. May this type of love never find me. Under no circumstances may this type of love find me. I'm hiding from this love. I'm ducking and dodging this love at all costs. Simps are a concern in the world, ladies and gentlemen.
Somebody in the comments said OJ simping. Somebody else said, never seen this type of simp. Not even on The Simpsons. I don't know what dude is doing. I don't know what she did. I don't know what she promised him, but he's doing too much.